Hi folks, this is Mr. Ege and I'm going to continue with the Lamborghini wheel construction, three-dimensional wheel construction. And because we're focusing on the wheel and the current layer of the auto body is turned off, the blue layer on my drawing file is turned off. And then I'm going to use align the user coordinate system to the wheel, to the circle of the wheel. Okay, so I'm going to type UCS, enter, okay, and I'm going to move my cursor over the circle and enter UCS, okay, user coordinate system icon. As you know, AutoCAD can only work on X and Y coordinates, so that's why we're focusing on aligning the UCS, okay, and I'm going to do this one more time, and type UCS, enter, and object, there's a button, multiple options, and I go to object, and I'm going to select the circle, okay. And now the circle is selected as a basis for the UCS. I can create the axis, the lines, okay, and line command, and I can go to quadrants, 12 o'clock, enter, 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock quadrants. And computers, as soon as it sees the quadrants, it gives me, okay, rectangle. All right. Now, now I'm ready to draw my lines. Okay, line command. I'm going to start from the bottom quadrant. Okay, go to left with the ortho turned on, about 6 inches. Okay, enter. All right, and I will go to rectangle. Now, go to drafting annotation option and select the rectangle, two-dimensional drawing, select the rectangle command, pick the end of the line I just created. Okay, and I like to go as high as the wheel is, the front wheel is, and 1 foot to the right, and press the tab key and accept the height, okay? All right, so this is the rectangle, is going to be a construction line base for generating the cross-section of the wheel, okay? All right, so I need 3D poly. I always use the 3D polyline, okay? And I set the grid snap to 1 inch, but it is jumping all over the places for some reason. Maybe I'm going to double check this, what's going on. Grid snap, snap settings. Okay, let's go down to 1 inch setting, okay. One inch. Okay, good spacing. Okay. I think now it's correct. This is the setting. I set the grid, and snap setting is 1 inch. Okay. All right. Okay, so 3D poly. Enter. AutoCAD has a tendency to freeze from time to time, and when this happens, don't be discouraged, okay? Okay, click. U for undo. If you create lines that it's not meant to be, shut down snap. Okay, object snaps. Okay, 3D poly, enter. Okay. All right. And C for close. So I'm going to just simply use edit command, okay, and spline curve. Okay. And 3D poly. Now this is the tire part, okay? Now there is a metal part. And C for close. Okay, and I think it's almost ready, and we can use the revolve command, okay, to generate a revolution. We can use pedit also, pedit, enter for the polyline edit for the software. This is the metal part, okay. Okay, and spline curve. Enter. We could use a more realistic appearance of the tire. I think what's going to look like at the end. Okay, and revolve command. Select the entities. The metal part is going to be shiny, chrome, enter. And the rubber part is going to be black. And now I'm using the, okay, it's asking me to define the axis, and the axis of the definition is, I'm going to use the nearest point. Okay, click, and click 2 points, NEA. Okay. And the 360 revolution. Okay. All right, so if you look at it from the side, this is what it looks like. Okay. Revolve again. This time we're going to use the metal part. Enter. And nearest NEA for the selection of the axis, and NEA again. Okay, the reason it didn't revolve around the axis is that we had an issue with the exceeding revolution axis. So I'm going to move it just below. The axis itself. Okay. All right. Okay, maybe this, we're gonna have to recreate this line, and I'm going to use an arc command. Okay, and with the object snap turned down, 3-point arc. A 3-point arc. The first point, second point, and the third point. Okay. First point. Second point is right underneath the first point. And the third point is going to be on the wheel. Arc again. First point, second point, and then 3D poly. Okay, to make it straight, I'm going to draw a 3D poly, the straight line. 3D poly. Okay. And the trim comment. In the trim command, you select the cutting edges first. Or just do it in a different way. All right. 2D poly again. Cut this corner to here. Okay, enter. Okay. I ask, enter for revolve. Okay, enter. Okay. All right, so this is the revolution, but I'm going to mirror this image first. So the mirror command will be applied. Okay, previous, enter. And it's going to ask you the mirror command. The mirror line is here and here. Okay. Okay. So now we can move everything. Move everything. Okay, and with the ortho on from one point to another. Previous, enter. Okay. And this line, okay, we don't need this line anymore. I'm going to erase that line. Okay. We can modify this edge, bring it over here. Okay, this is the middle part, and now revolve. Enter 360-degree revolution, and now this needs to move in. Okay, so I use the movement. All the way from where it is. Move. All right. So one wheel is done. That means four wheel is done. We're gonna make it copy four wheels. Okay. And we use the revolve command and separately, and we're gonna assign materials, of course. I just wanted to see what it looks like. It's not too bad. Okay. And we can use the material RMAT, rendering materials command will give you will give us materials, the type of materials you want to assign. Okay, and you can choose rubber, black rubber, green rubber. Okay, and I'm applying the rubber on the wheel part. Okay, good. And now also I'm typing in the search area. Okay, and chrome, shiny chrome, mini chrome, polished. Okay, and I'm applying the chrome. Okay, good. So this is the rendering. This is the rendered part. Okay. Now we're gonna 3D rotate this. 3D rotate. Okay. And choose the entire tire. Enter. And I want to rotate it. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the object synapse. And okay. Rotation axis, I picked the rotation axis already. And 90-degree rotation. Okay, I'll rotate. Okay, now UCS. First change your UCS. Okay. And to the view, and then rotate. Enter. And the base point is right at the center. Okay, and the rotation is 90 degrees. Cool. All right, so take a look at it again. Okay. We can make 2 copies out of this. Okay. So copy previous X from where it is to where it's supposed to be, and use the ortho mode. Okay, very good. And then hit enter again for copy, P for previous, and then your new tire. This time we're copying from back to front. from front to back. Okay. Escape and move needs to be moved up a little bit. Okay. And because we changed the view, we need to change UCS also. UCS enter V for view. Okay. Okay, these are the wheels, and so to see what the car looks like, I'm going to turn on the blue layer, okay, all together, and then render the car. See how it looks so far. Render. I'm going to change the view. I'm going to change the menu to 3D menu. Okay. Save the work. You need to save work often because it clears the memory also and speeds up the process. Okay. So I'm going to go to 3D modeling. And from inside the 3D modeling, make sure that photometric lights are on. And visualize. Make sure that we have all the lights needed. Okay. No shadows, full shadows, create lights, spotlights. Okay. And you need lights. Turn off the ortho from the back. Turn the object snap on. Okay. And you name it first, enter. And intensity, you can enter 1000, enter. Okay. Okay, another light. Perhaps from the front. You name it. Computer automatically names if you hit enter key, accept that, and go with the intensity option. Okay, and somewhere around 500 and 1000. Okay, enter. Okay, that looks really good. We probably need one more. And, okay. Enter, enter. Okay. And save your work. Now let's go and see how it's going to render. Okay. Now there are no reflecting lights. You need a seat for the reflecting lights. Okay. So with the lights, it's really looking very good. Render. Okay, this is good, but we need a floor now. The floor will help us to improve the reflection of the reflecting lights around. Okay. Unrendered version of looks far better right now. Okay. And I'm going to add floor. Okay, and it's going to be an oval or ellipse. Okay, first of all, I need to set your UCS. Okay, to the view, enter, go with the view option, enter. Okay, and ellipse option. Okay. Okay, ellipse will ask you the endpoints, okay, of the ellipse. So I'm going to pick 2 endpoints. Like that. Okay. And go to side view. Okay. Move the ellipse down a little bit. Okay. Extrude. I'm going to extrude the ellipse a little bit. Maybe 1 inch up. Save. I'm going to type UCS enter for V for view. And car needs to rotate a little bit. Okay. So UCS enter. And then enter V. Okay. So that when you do that XY plane is parallel to your vision, Z is perpendicular. And remember, Z axis is rotation axis. Okay, so RO for rotation, and you select the car. Okay, enter. Perhaps you select the center of rotation centers. Okay. of the wheel, one of the front wheels. Rear wheel is a little bit too high. Okay. Rotations are counterclockwise, so I'm not going to rotate any more than probably 5 degrees, maybe 2 degrees. So I'm going to enter 2 here. Enter. All right, thank you very much for your time, and we're going to continue from here on the next. Okay.